Hello, everyone, and welcome to On the Trail with Senator Steve Hobbs. I'm your host, Steve Hobbs.
And I'm Misha.
Hello.
Hello.
It is episode 6. I'm really happy about this. We've so far successfully put out a couple of nice podcasts, interviewed some great people. So what do we got going on today on this podcast?
Well, today I thought I'd give you all a special treat here, and maybe you've been seeing me around. Maybe you're wondering who I am. Today you're going to find out.
That's right. You know, I felt so bad that we interviewed all these other people, but you really didn't know who my campaign manager is. So you'll find out a little bit about Misha, who she is, and why she's an awesome campaign manager.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
I think you are. Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks.
Yeah.
I think I am too.
So what else do we got going on in the campaign?
So we've got a couple of fun things coming up. This week I'm really excited. We get to go talk to the Farm Bureau, the Snohomish County Farm Bureau.
Yes.
Great folks. Love farms.
Yes, and I've been working very closely with the local farmers here. They've been very supportive of me and my races before, and I'm looking forward to working with them in the future and next session.
Yeah, and it's not just plant farmers, but the dairy farmers like you.
Dairy farmers do, yeah. That's
all
true.
sorts.
In fact, they're helping out my campaign.
Yes, indeed. It's great. So we get to go talk to them. That'll be a lot of fun. Also, there's going to be a little event. If you're a fan of sign waving or phone banking or doorbelling.
We love those things.
I love all those things personally. Mostly sign waving. But, did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, now you know. But that's going to be Wednesday, September 12th with the 44th District Democrats. So let us know if you're interested. We could give you some more details.
Yeah, and if you want to contact us, just contact us at info@electhobbs.com, or you can Facebook us at Friends of Steve Hobbs.
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yes, and
Okay.
the Twitter, which is what you were going for next, I think,
That's
is the
totally what I was going to do.
Elect Hobbs.
That's right.
It's great.
And we got some endorsements, I believe, right?
Yeah. So added to the long list of education-themed endorsements, we recently were endorsed by the Washington State School Retirees Association.
Yes, thank you so much for that endorsement. I really appreciate that. We have had lots of endorsement from the realm of education, and of course, those of you who are need a pension. I sit on the select committee of pension policy. Of course, making sure that our state pensions are secure and not in jeopardy like other states, so that there's a good benefit for people that retire and put in the hard work in government. What else do we got going on?
Well, I don't know.
I think there was something cool that went on with Ann Anderson, the food bank.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What would I do without you? So, yes, Ann Anderson, if you all remember, we spoke with her on our very first episode. She's the executive director of the Lake Stevens Community Food Bank. And they've been doing these really cool free farmers markets in the area where they set it up just like a grocery store. They lay out all the stuff so you can come in and get all this fresh produce. So it kind of takes away the food bank vibe. Nothing wrong with that, but it makes it a little bit more personal.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
And Ann's been great for the community. And if you get a chance, go visit the website for the food bank. So with that, Misha, you want to go find out what Misha has to say?
Yes, I wonder who this Misha person is.
All right, let's listen in on that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Just Talking with Steve. We're just talking.
Yeah, we are.
And, we've interviewed a couple of people, but one person I haven't interviewed is my campaign manager. You might have seen her waving a yard sign. Maybe you've seen her at your door. But campaign managers are pretty integral in any campaign. And so I wanted to get a chance for Misha to talk on the air and just tell her about herself. How's it going, Misha?
Oh, it's great. It's very good. I'm happy with this weather because it was very hot and now it's comfortable, which is perfect doorbelling weather.
And you are actually comfortable with this because you kind of grew up in this area, is that correct?
Yeah, somewhat. So I did, I like to say, birth to 10, my elementary school years at Machias Elementary here in Snohomish.
Small, tiny school.
Yes, tiny school, tiny town, tiny town life, yeah. And then I moved over to Eastern Washington and went to high school over there, which was also an experience, and came back.
All right.
Check that out.
And you went to which college?
Oh, Evergreen.
Oh.
Go Gooey Ducks.
Fighting Gooey Ducks.
That's the noise they make.
All right. Is there a song?
Yeah. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Goes, go Gooey Ducks, go. Something, something, something.
Okay, that's not awkward at all. So, so you did the Fighting Gooey Duck college, and then you interned at the legislature.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So I did an internship in 2015 with the Senate Democratic Caucus as their policy intern. So they get a communications intern who's like good at talking and social media. Then they get a nerd for the spreadsheets. And that was me.
That's cool. But you also worked in a certain senator's office, right?
Yes, I did. One senator I know, his intern actually had to go back because it was long session, short quarter. So at the end of that year, I ended up working for a certain Senator Hobbs.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, check that out. That's
There
how you
you
get a
go.
job.
And your major was?
Oh, it was Evergreen. So if you're familiar, we get to pick our majors. And mine, I like to say I was focused on education policy. I studied a lot of, thought I was going to be a teacher, so I studied a lot of education things.
All
And
right.
made the switch to policy.
All right. And so you were working for my office in the caucus doing policy work. Then you transitioned. We ran a campaign. Unfortunately, we were not successful, but we ran for a lieutenant governor.
Yes.
Lost in the primary, and then you went on to work with Susan Delbenny's campaign,
Yes,
right?
I did. Yeah, that was good. It was nice seeing so she encompasses half of the 44th district. So it's 44th is half Susan Delbenny and half Rick Larson. So it was really cool seeing the other parts of the side of the district, and yeah, it's just really different. Congressional campaigns are different, but
Cool. And then you decided to do some nonprofit work, so you stepped outside of government for a little while.
yeah, I thought I'd give it a try, give a different sector a try. I worked with FEAST, which is the Food Empowerment Education and Sustainability team, where we worked with high school youth in White Center in Delridge, teaching them how to cook, teaching them how to grow food, and mostly about just how to develop sustainable community leadership skills.
All right, that's cool. And so now, fast forward now, you're the campaign manager, and tell us what kind of what you do.
Everything.
That's right. It is pretty much everything.
Yeah, no, it's great.
And of course, it kicks up when you get close to the actual election day itself. So
Yeah.
it really ramps up, especially during sign waving time.
Oh, sign waving time is wild. We're out starting at 6 a.m. and we go back out
Yeah.
until 6 p.m. again. And then we go doorbelling after that. So that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But I run the administrative things of the campaign. I manage the email and the social media and the phones. If you email or phone, likely chance you're gonna get a hold of me.
Right.
Then I do the doorbelling stuff, sign waving stuff, volunteer management.
Keeping me on track.
Yeah,
Very important.
that's the number one job. It's like being a parent and an employee all in once.
There you go. There you go. Well, before we go, I'd like to ask you questions. So you worked in the legislature, so you saw the kind of how policy works, how bills are done, but then you saw the political side of it, and you were in the office when we get phone calls from constituents. There are bills and all that. So, what do you think about these two different worlds and how they're tied together too?
Yeah, it's really interesting because in the ledge world, you mostly get folks that have concerns or needs or are unhappy with something in some respect, which that's everybody's right to. We have a representative government for a reason. You're supposed to call your government when something goes awry. So you really get to see the issues that are affecting the people of the district when you're working in that legislative setting. And then out on the doors, you get to see them in their natural habitat, and they have different concerns in both realms, it seems.
Right. What's really interesting, and it's happened to me, is where you doorbell a home of a constituent you actually helped, or you talked on the phone during session. That's really, it's pretty cool when you get to do that.
Yeah, that's happened to me a couple of times, actually. I remember one woman I helped with some casework around DSHS, and she saw me out in the community, and she remembered me, and oh my goodness, it was like a heartwarming moment that she would come up to me and say that I actually meant something to her. That was cool.
Yeah, and that's why I appreciate, anyone who's kind of at the legislative level, at the state level, because you really have to be in tune with your community. So anyway, thanks a lot for being on the campaign and everything that you do.
Why, thank you for hiring me.
Oh, well, I'm glad I did. All right, well, with that, catch you later.
What? I had no idea this Misha person was so cool.
It was a pretty cool interview.
Oh man, great job hiring her. Am I right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, on that note, if you're interested in being a part of any of these campaigns, remember we can, especially this one, but we're doing an event next Wednesday with the 44th District Democrats. Come through, sign wave, phone bank, have fun.
Right, and campaigns usually right after Labor Day, they really start taking off. I mean, we have been doing what you're supposed to do in campaigns, the doorbelling and all that, and raising money and all that kind of stuff. But now we really gonna have to step it up. So it's all about kind of meeting people out there, whether it be sign waving or going out the doors, rallies, a coffee. If you want to host a coffee, we'll be happy to show up. Again, in order to do that, contact us at info@electhobbs.com or visit on Facebook at Friends of Steve Hobbs.
And Twitter. Keep forgetting about Twitter, @electhobbs.
So we could really use your help, and I think that pretty much wraps it up.
Yeah.
So this is paid for by Committee-elect Steve Hobbs, and I'll see you on the trail. This episode is paid for by Committee-elect Steve Hobbs, Democrat.